Here we go. Hold on to your seats. This should be one heck of a match. Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match. Luisao. Just straight offside there. Free kick given to the opposition. There's the whistle, and let's hope for one heck of a match. They see no reason to change their formation. Pablo Garcia is off on the long run. Boom, header on goal! Vogel. Fernando. Stay on the ball there. Fernando. Cut out there, and the attack is thwarted. Guare. And they still have possession here. Pablo Garcia. Guare.
That was a superb interception.
Nanu. Manito. Marcos Assunção. And Vogel. He's on the rampage. Melli. Manito. Dani. Will he find space for a shot? Shoots. A magnificent goal. That's their first of the match. He tucked it away superbly into the right-hand corner. Well, the fans who turned out in numbers have been rewarded.
The defenders just couldn't get close enough to him, could they?
Well, the movement and the anticipation was so good, and that's always... They've got an opener. Do you think they'll put the shutters up now, Trevor?
They might, but becoming too defensive is quite risky when they've only got a one-goal lead.
15 minutes gone in the first half. Placente. Jorge. Here's Vogel. Manito. Marcos Assunção. Rivera. The through ball has set something up here. Finds his man. And Vogel. Gustavo Lopez. Guare. Well won there. Rivera. Manito. And Vogel. Dani. Almost 30 minutes gone. Melli. Rivera. Manito. Marcos Assunção. No whistle there. Fair tackle, says the ref. Derrida. Placente. Irene. Pablo Garcia. And Placente. Does well to keep the ball. Now have possession here. Nanu. Dani. Fernando. Well worked to win possession. Penalised for that challenge. Manito. The difference of one goal here with a half-time break coming up. Nanu. Dani. And Vogel. Dani. A decent delivery here might set up another goal-scoring opportunity. Will he find the space? Tries one. Angel. Pablo Garcia. Placente. Gustavo Lopez. Irene. Angel. Careless pass there. The first half has come to a close then here, and the players head off to the dressing rooms. I think both managers will be hoping to spark a number of their players into life during the break. Well, they've scored the only goal so far. Any thoughts on how you saw that half, Trevor?
Well, I'm sure the players will go in on a high, having taken the lead into the break.
A single goal divides the two teams at the moment then. We begin the second half. How will the teams respond to their manager's half-time team talks? They've switched sides for the second half. Dani. Fernando. He may whip the cross in. Jorge. Derrida. Angel. Ball given away. And now the counter-attack. Down the middle. Win possession. The attack came to nothing.
Chance to deliver it in.
Nicely run there. The attack came to nothing. Derrida. They intercept the pass. Nano. Here's Marcos Assunção. Vogel. Derrida. Irene. Pablo Garcia. Breaking through. Well found by his teammate. Couldn't put it away there, but not a bad effort.
Well, you know, Peter, I wonder whether if the shot was on target, the goalkeeper actually would have got to it. I don't think so.
Nano. Benito. Rivera. Meli. Here's Marcos Assunção. Vogel. Slip through the gap. Needs to find the target here. Here's Marcos Assunção. Benito. Meli. Fernando. Cut out there and the attack is thwarted. They're breaking free down the flank. Contreras. Here's Placente. Contreras. Cannobio. Showed his defensive quality there. Here's Marcos Assunção. Vogel. Almost 75 minutes have gone. And it's a great attacking run down the left. Sturdy defence there. Pablo Garcia. Derrida. Well worked to win the ball. Sneaks into the box. A good ball in could give them the equaliser. Rivera. Marcos Assunção. And Vogel. Sends it back to him. Vogel. Rivera. Good teamwork there. Finds his man in space. Can he find the target? Outstanding interception in his own box. They're only the one goal down here then. With 5 minutes to go, can they snatch an equaliser? Irene. And Placente. There's not a lot of support. Canobio. Still their ball. Good attacking position too. Can he shoot? The first of the day for them. It's a little hard to tell, but I feel the manager has perhaps decided just to defend their lead now. Rivera. Bad challenge there, free kick given.
All set up by the through ball.
They're in possession down the right flank. Sneaks into the penalty area. Here comes the shot. The referee's whistle goes, and that's it. An impressive win here after a magnificent performance by all the players involved. Everything went right for them, and they were able to get the result that they wanted. So it's now time for us to leave tonight's coverage. A match that could shape up to be fast and furious. A great one for the neutrals.
You never know quite what is going to happen in this game.
Edu. Keep possession. Damir. Vogel.
He goes on himself.
Marcos Assunção! We're waiting for the first goal, and a good cross here could set one up. The defence needs to be tight on their man here. And Marcos Assunção. Vogel. Romero. Here's Vogel.
Looking for support now.
In the box.
They're in a good position down the right.
Finds a teammate. Magnificently executed through ball. There's not a lot of support. Poor ball picked off. Well found there. Can he make a chance? Rivas. Romero. Here's Vogel. Downey.
There's the cross.
He's got it. They've taken the lead. They're ahead by a goal to nil. Down the right flank. Romero. Rivas. Downey.
And it's given to the keeper.
Marcos Assunção. Vogel. Romero. Cesar Martin. Tomasi. Pass went astray.
That's well cut out.
Down the middle. Possession maintained. Chance here. Struck it from distance.
They're pushing forward nicely here.
He's carrying the ball forward. They can swing it in from the right wing. Hart. Don't give it away there. Showed his defensive quality with that interception. Robert. Tomasi. Got his foot in. Here's Vogel. Play pushes forward then. Damia. And passes the ball back. Juanito. Rivas. Juanito. Marcos Assunção. Here's Vogel. Romero. Marcos Assunção. He's on the rampage. Through to the flank. Booted clear. And he's having a dig. So an equaliser then would have changed the game, Trevor.
Absolutely, pulling it level is what they want, but they just need that little bit of quality in front of goal to do it.
Damia. Marcos Assunção. There'll be one extra minute for stoppages. Still on the ball here. Cut out there and the attack is thwarted. There's the whistle for the end of the first half. And both managers with plenty to mull over here in preparing their half-time team talks. What's your analysis of the game, Trevor?
That was a very positive half there for them. They've really put the pressure on and the results are showing.
So the scoreline reads 1-0 as the teams prepare for the next 45 minutes. Everyone is back in their seats, including the managers, and the second half is underway. The sides have been changed for the second half. Worked really hard to get the ball back there. Get the ball back. Robert. Damia. And Marcos Assunção. Dehu. Cesar Martin. Receives it in space.
And the keeper has it.
Damia. Runs with the ball towards the right flank. Here's Marcos Assunção. Hold on to the ball. Good attacking position too here. Possession maintained. Chance here. That's easy for the defence. Breaking through. They give away possession. Edu. Damia. Rivas. We're into the last 30 minutes of the game. Down the left-hand channel. Romero. And Vogel. Rivas. Juanito. Damia. Edu. Damia. Marcos Asensao. Slid out wide. Hits it!
Keeper didn't take his eyes off the ball there.
Tomasi. Wonderfully won there. And Vogel. Juanito. Edu. There's the whistle and the flag is up. He was just caught offside there. Too obvious. And Marcos Asensao. Romero. He's laid on 1 goal so far. Edu. Pulls it across. Nicely found. Shoots. Not a bad effort there, but not accurate enough to be threatening.
The defence let him get the shot. They have to be more alert.
Looking to bring on 2 new players here. Never mind going forward. This is a substitution that suggests the manager is simply now going to try to hold on to this lead. Finds himself in the box. And he's gone for goal. What a fantastic finish! They've lost their lead. This is turning out to be a cracking game, isn't it, Philip?
Indeed it is, Peter. It's a joy to be here to see it.
Here's Vogel. Robert. Will he test the keeper?
Well dealt with by the keeper.
Sends it back to him.
Well, he instinctively read the pass.
Rivera. Marcos Asensao. Edu.
The left back really needs to stay sharper.
Gives it a go. Goal! The odds are back in their favour. Truly world class. Can they hang on for the win? Tomasi. He's still on the run. The final whistle is approaching and there's only 1 goal in it here. Brings it under control. Needs to find the target with the ball in.
And the keeper has it under control.
Romero.
Oh, the through ball's not good enough. The danger's gone. A solid defensive play there, cutting out that pass and clearing it well.
Up goes the roar, and the match is over. The victory, and there's the victory, and there's the victory. Orders it going wild. So, Trevor, your thoughts?
It was an entertaining game, full of attacking football. Let's hope we see more of the same from both sides in the future.
And with that, it's time for me to thank my co-commentator, Trevor Brooking.
Oh, it's been a good evening's football.
And from both of us and all the team at Konami, it's a very good night to you. We're off, and this is a contest sure to please football fans worldwide. Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match. Robert. Can he shoot? Cleared away. Here's Vogel. Melli.
A great skill.
Finds his man. You can see some space opening up here. Now here's a chance. Looking for the shot. Over. Needs to be more accurate than that.
Maybe he wasn't hungry enough for the goal there.
Still with possession. They can attack from here. And that's good defensive play, picking up the loose ball and putting it into touch. The keeper will be relieved as well.
He's set up nicely for the cross here.
Can he fill it half a yard here? The shot! There's the shot. He shoots again. Got the shot in, but it's gone over.
The goalkeeper will be asking questions of his defence for letting that happen.
Chivanton. Ezuli. The ball's out. Goal kick. Rivas. Vogel.
That was all set up by the through ball.
And he smacks one. Rivas. Here's Marcos Assunção. Odencourt. Slid through the gap. Sneaks into the box. Sturdy defence here. And Vogel. Rivas. That is sloppy play. Chivanton. He may whip the cross in. Kept it well, still on the attack. Finds his teammate. Header on goal!
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. 30 minutes into the first half. Nice stretching of the play, pushing forward. Looking around for support. Robert. And Vogel. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot.
The right back's got to stay alert.
Poulsen. Ezuli. Here's Chivanton. He's looking for support. Adriano. Ezuli. Showed his defensive quality there. It looks like he'll go for a cross. They're moving well down the right-hand side.
Well, there's some good marking that won the ball back there, but there's a corner now to defend.
They're in possession down the right flank. Needs a sight of goal. Off the post. Still stalemate with neither team really looking like scoring before the half-time break.
He's got to make a good pass here, otherwise the advantage will be lost.
Rivas. And Marcos Assunção. Dani.
Well, safe defensive play there, just had to put it into touch.
Trouble for the defence from the left. Poor ball intercepted. Odencourt. He's on the rampage. They're making good progress down the right side. They're defending well, very well indeed. The referee blows his whistle. It's the end of the first half, and the two managers will have a lot to say to their teams, I would think. So how would you describe the game so far, Trevor?
Well, it's not been a classic, but...
The second 45 minutes of football kicks off, but how will this one pan out? They've switched sides for the second half. Stopped him illegally there. Pass lacking there. Robert. Dani. Stayed on the ball, promising position here. He could swing it in here. And he shoots!
And that shot comes off the keeper's gloves and out of play. It's a corner.
They've played it short. Here's Vogel. Cut out there and the attack is thwarted. Here's Marcos Assunção. Juanito. Vogel. They're just not clicking with each other. The ball still with them here. Adriano. He's looking for support. They're in a good position down the right. Could be a chance here. Keeper has been kept busy today.
They've had a few decent attempts, but the keeper's been too good today.
Odencourt. He's on the rampage. Down the right flank. Threads it through the defence. It looks like he'll go for a cross. In the penalty area. A magnificent goal. Their first of the match. Great goal from the forward. They haven't looked in much trouble, have they really, Trevor? But now they've gone behind. They'll be so disappointed with the goal, won't they?
Yes, they will. So now they need to focus all their energy on grabbing the equaliser.
Some players are warming up on the touchline. Dani. And Marcos Assunção. Dani. Here's real danger. The shot comes in. Nice try, but it was just lacking a little bit of accuracy.
Well, there were other options, but he decided to go it alone. Bad decision, perhaps.
Their first substitution today. And I would think from this substitution, the manager's aim now is just to hold on to this lead. Izuli. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. Fernando. Marcos Asensio. Hold on to the ball. Good attacking position too here. Sneaks into the box.
Good tight defensive play there. You just can't give your opposition a chance on goal. And he knows it. Corner it is then.
Brings it under control. Real chance here. And he has a go. Well, he went for the shot, but it just wasn't good enough.
It's very difficult to keep absolute concentration in situations like that.
Showed his defensive quality there. Now have possession here. And Vogel. Wins the ball. Great defending. Manito. Canute. A mistimed lunge gives away a free kick. And that is a yellow card. And I think he knew it was coming too. As soon as he went in for that tackle. Well, he'll have to be on his toes for the rest of the game. And this substitution is their second of the game. And I think this is a substitution that shows the manager's intentions. He wants to hold on to what they have. They got a throw in. The defender was quick to see this one. Possession lost, but now it's a corner. It's into the face of goal. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Looking for support now. The tension here is pretty unbearable. Only one goal separating them, and only 5 minutes left. Into the danger area.
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Odencourt. Melli. There will be 2 additional minutes to be played. Can surely put it away. It's over. Maybe couldn't control the ball enough on the shot.
But it begs the question, should he have passed the ball?
Odencourt. Marcos Asensio. And Vogel. Down the left channel.
The defenders are showing good concentration.
Daniel Alves. There's the final whistle. A tremendous performance here, and their manager will be absolutely ecstatic as his players did exactly what was asked of them, and they've come up with a wonderful win. What for you was the decisive factor, Trevor?
Well, I think their determination gave them what they wanted.
So as the fans make their way home, my thanks go to Trevor beside me.
You're welcome, Peter. What an evening of football it's been.
And from the two of us, good night. Away we go. Let's hope we're in for a cracker. Let's see what surprises are in store for us in this one. He's off down the left wing. Rivera. Nope, it's been cut out. Went in and won the ball too. Kicks it over the defence. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the right. Hang on to the ball there. Passes back to the keeper. Downey. And he lays it back. Rivera. Nice pass. What a free kick in a promising area. Can they make it count? Melly. Slides a neat ball through.
He cut that one out very well.
Miguel Angel finds his man. Miguel Angel is looking for support. Threads it through the defence. The free kick has been given here in a very dangerous position. Could so easily have gone into the book then. The ref has taken a lenient view there. There are a few options available here. Kept possession well on the attack here. Sturdy defence here. Nice work to keep possession too. Adu won the ball well. Opportunity on the right then from the through ball. Gets it in space. Good defence there, breaking up the attacking flow. Still going, real chance here. Needs to find the target here. And he hits it. No, off target.
He knows that you have to keep making chances on goal. Unfortunately, that wasn't accurate enough.
This goes for a throw-in. Another throw-in here. And the ball goes out of play again. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. Well found there. Kuro Torres. Villa. Well held by the keeper. Melli. Fires it in from quite a distance. Rivera. 15 minutes left of the first half. And he takes the return. Can surely put it away. The shot. It's in. A great right foot stop. They've opened the scoring. 13 minutes played. And he puts it away with his right.
It's incredible he's prepared to have a go from there. This is how the first goal was conceded then.
It's 1-0 now, but can they hang on to this lead? That's tidy footwork. Down the left. Knocked out to the space on the wing. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. What will he do now? Kept it well, still on the attack. Several players are contesting the header. Rivera. And passes the ball back.
Good running off the ball here. A chance to whip it in.
And Vicente. Morientes. Only one goal in it here then with the half-time break, only 5 minutes away. Melli. Free kick given by the referee. A really careless pass there. And Villa. Stay on the ball there. Looking for support now. Oh, great defending there. Dani. Possession lost there. Kept possession well on the attack here. Does well to keep the ball. They win possession. Dani. It's the end of the first half here. The players go off for a break. I wonder what words of advice their managers will have for them. Well, Trevor, what do you make of that first half then?
Oh, I think it was a...
The second half kicks off. How will it shape up? No sign of any substitutions yet. And Ayala. Kuro Torres. And Joaquin. Edu. Still their ball. Good attacking position too. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending.
Oh, a vital clearance. Quick thinking from the defender.
Well, there's a late challenge. And he takes the return. Rivas. Dani. Ball held on to there. Melli.
No let up for the defence here.
Just needs a yard. And he goes for it. Villa. Possession maintained here. He's on the rampage. Albelda.
He's looking so confident.
Ball given away there. Now the defender read it well. Moretti. Here's Marchena. Joaquin. Miguel Angel. 15 minutes into the second half. Poor ball picked off. Rivas. Melli. Odencourt. Miguel Angel. Rivera. Robert. They're in a good position down the right. Attack came to nothing. Robert. Melli. Now have possession here. Juanito. Rivas. Rivera. Juanito. Melli. Miguel Angel is off on the long run. What will he do now?
That's a well-timed clearance.
We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. Here's Marchena. Ayala. Tremendous through ball. Can he make a chance? He has to score now. It's clear. Odencourt. Miguel Angel. Odencourt. Through to the flank. What will he do from here? Tries one. That's wide. Couldn't get the accuracy then.
Well, it exposed a hole in the defence. He was sorry he didn't score.
Ayala. Moretti. Here's Vicente. And he's got on the end of it. Dealt with the threat expertly. Marcos Assunção. Down the middle. Robert. And Marcos Assunção. Can he get the room he needs? And it's in the net! Goal! Surely they can't lose this now. Just a few minutes before the end of the game. He's got another. You could just sense the relief from the attack from his teammates. They've conceded the goal at the worst time imaginable, Trevor.
Well, you're right, Peter. They've got to go for broke now.
Albelda. Edu. Here's Villa. And he's having a pop. That won't worry the keeper. It's way off to the right.
Well, I think the ball swerved a bit. Didn't quite hit the shot properly.
1 minute is being shown on the board. Well cleared, a crucial interception. The ref blows his whistle and the match is all over. An impressive win here after a magnificent performance by all the players involved. Everything went right for them and they were able to get the result that they wanted. And the team jumps up to 4th place. There's a whistle, and let's hope for one heck of a match. Both teams will be hoping for a bright start to the match. Javi Prieto. Down the right. Nicely won there. The attack came to nothing. Miguel Angel. And Marcos Assunção. Vogel. Carries the ball through the middle. There's space on the wing. Into the danger area. Marcos Assunção finds a teammate. They've broken free on the wing. Opportunity here. And he's having a go. Well, I think the keeper was aware it was going over.
The shot just wasn't up to the mark there.
Here's Vogel. Miguel Angel. And Vogel. Gets it. Tries his luck.
I think he knew what he was doing, but just couldn't pull it off.
Vogel. Here's Marcos Assunção. Down the right-hand channel. Mikel Alonso. Lopez Recate. 15 minutes into the first half. Mikel Alonso. Scubo. And Kovacevic. And he has a go. Astonishing goal. I expect the goalkeeper's feeling pretty sorry for himself. They're 1 goal down. Downey. And Marcos Assunção. They're making good progress down the right side. Will he test the keeper? And he shoots. They're defending well, very well indeed. Scubo.
A good delivery needed here.
Got the shot in, but it's gone over.
It's very difficult to keep absolute concentration in situations like that.
And Marcos Assunção. He dribbles out to the right. Marcos Assunção. Important interception there. Miguel Angel. Romero. Lembo. Miguel Angel. Here's Marcos Assunção. Slip through the gap. Goal inside here. The defence has done well so far. And Marcos Assunção. Vogel. Romero. Holds on to the ball. Well won there. He's carried the ball forward. They can swing it in from the right wing. Ball won, good defending there. Downey. Here's Marcos Assunção. Miguel Angel. The right-hand channel is an option. Will he get a shot away? The ref sees nothing wrong, so on we go. Only 5 minutes left on the clock until the break. Just the one goal divides them. Into the danger area. It's in, brilliant. They're back in it. Just before half-time. That shot curled beautifully into the left-hand corner of the goal. So that equaliser surely will have an impact, Trevor.
Definitely, it's going to give them a real boost. And we could see things change from here on in.
Possession gained there. Geraldo. And he tries one. Well, he just couldn't find the accuracy there.
We'd love to have seen a goal, but that wasn't quite up to it.
Here's Vogel. Downey. It looks like he'll go for a cross. Can he find the target? The first half has come to a close then here, and the players head off to the dressing rooms. Well, I think both managers will be hoping to spark a number of their players into life during the break. They have managed to pull level before half-time, Trevor.
Yes, they gave the goal away, but they kept their concentration and eventually earned their reward.
A goal each is how this one currently stands. Much to do in the second half then. We begin the second half. How will the teams respond to their manager's half-time team talks? The sides have been changed for the second half.
He's set up nicely for the cross here.
In the penalty area. That could change things. Oh, it's in! Unbelievable. That's a remarkable comeback. Just after the break. Great goal from the midfielder. Well, it's been a high turnout, but most of the crowd not happy about that goal. It's a dramatic start to the second half, Trevor.
I'd certainly like to know what the manager said at half-time.
Lopez Ricarte. They give away possession. Wins possession to stop the attack. Denis Cifuentes. Geraldo. Timely interception. Went in and won the ball too. Sturdy defence there. Lopez Ricalte. It looks like he'll go for a cross.
It's a good cross.
Keeper's there. He's made the right move and picks it up. Poor ball intercepted. Mikel Alonso. Plays it back to the keeper. Miguel Angel. Here's Marcos Assunção. Down the middle. Shooting chance here. Well worked to win the ball. Marcos Assunção. Win possession. The attack came to nothing. Kovacevic had the ball now. And Vogel is in the right place to intercept that one. Cut it out nicely. Marcos Assunção. Would an attack down the right side be worth it? Good clearance. Zisco finds himself in the area. And the defence cuts out that through ball. It's a throw-in. The interception stopping the danger, though. Romero. Heads it away. And Kovacevic. Nice stretching of the play, pushing forward. There goes the whistle. I have to say it was pretty late. Two by the ref, and one that hasn't pleased the crowd, that's for sure. And it's their second change today. Never mind going forward, this is a substitution that suggests the manager is simply now going to try to hold on to this lead.
Plenty of options for a cross.
Mikel Alonso.
Great pass.
Still with the ball in good attacking position too. Another shot.
Keeper didn't take his eyes off the ball there.
No way through. Garitano. He goes on himself.
He's set up nicely for the cross here.
Solid clearance snuffs out the danger. They're really hard to get the ball back there. The ball still with them here. And he lays it back. They're only the one goal down here then, with 5 minutes to go. Can they snatch an equaliser? Melli. Marcos Assunção. Miguel Angel. Will he find the target now? The throw-in given away in a dangerous position. Chaps it neatly. Concedes a free kick in a dangerous area here. The opponents need somehow to keep them out there. Can he get a decent cross in? The ball is over the line. It's a goal kick. the final whistle. They've come back from the dead, really, to pick up a win. They have done very well to come from being a goal down to win the match.
Yeah, exactly. They've worked hard. Never gave up, and as a result, they've got the reward. Very fine display.
They certainly earned that win. That's all we have time for this evening, so thanks to Trevor Brooking.
Well, it's been great being here, Peter.
And we look forward to seeing you at the next game. Good night. There's the kickoff. I wonder what drama will unfold today. Both teams will be aiming to keep it tight in the early stages. Melli. Juanito. Lembo. Rivera. Here's Vogel. Vogel. He's looking for support. Rivera. Miguel Angel. Tight decision there, but I think the right one. Old Rhino got that one absolutely spot on. Possession lost there. They intercept the pass. And Valeron. Ricky. Wins a free kick in a promising position. What will they do here? There are 4 men in the wall. Gets his head to it. Couldn't get it on target there. Lembo. And Vogel. Miguel Angel. Vogel. Will he find the target? Making good progress down the left wing now. Collects the ball nicely. Opportunity here. The shot. What a fantastic finish. They lead the game by 1. Absolutely magnificent. Presumes with just a 1 goal separating these teams. Diego Tristan. Worked really hard to get the ball back then. Miguel Angel. Down the line. Sends it back to him. Miguel Angel. Fernando. The defence will have to be on its toes with this throw. He could swing it in here. Booted to safety. And he takes the return. Estoyanov. De Guzman. Andrade. Sergio Gonzalez. Stops it nicely. Downey. Fernando. Well won there. Rivera. Dashes along the left side flank. It's been hacked away. Diego Tristan. Looking for support now. Stop the attack well. Downey. Miguel Angel. Here's Vogel. Rivera. He's on the rampage. Downey. Miguel Angel. Receives the pass. What can he conjure up here? Hits one. Keeper couldn't take it cleanly. It's gone behind though for a corner. Looks to catch them off guard. They can swing it in from the left wing. Can he create something? And the shot comes in. Remarkable goal. They stretch their lead to 2 goals. He was on hand for the rebound. They can't afford to be complacent though, can they, Trevor? Even though they have established now a 2-goal lead.
No, the game isn't over yet, though. They just need to keep focused, and the win should be theirs.
Andrade. Sergio Gonzalez. Getting towards the last few minutes of the first half. Here's Vogel. Juanito. Downey. No way through. Ricky. Get the ball back. Looking around for support. And they've really stepped up the pace down the left here. Chaps it neatly. Can he conjure up here? Read that play and got the ball. Great work. The referee blows his whistle. It's the end of the first half. And the two managers will have a lot to say to their teams, I would think. So they've ended the half in the lead, Trevor.
The lead is a healthy one, but
The second half kicks off. Everyone hoping here for an enjoyable 45 minutes. Neither manager has made any substitutions. And he wants it back. Fernando. Now the defender read it well. Downey. Miguel Angel. Fernando. Vogel. Rivera. And Vogel. Miguel Angel. Solid defense here. Ricky. Valeron. Andrade. Sergio Gonzalez. Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. He lifts it into the box. Clearance picked up and he had a shot. Directs his header on goal.
he doesn't catch it, but takes no chances by punching it clear. It's a corner.
To the target in the middle.
It was a well-timed attack.
The keeper was expecting that kind of effort. Needs to find the target with the ball in. Collects the ball nicely. Firm header on goal! Oh, how close was that?
Well, it was a good play in on the cross. Found space. I just think maybe he hurried the header.
Miguel Angel. Here's Vogel.
A good cross should set something up.
Wins possession to stop the attack. Chaps it neatly. Receives a pass. Miguel Angel. Good pass. Melli. Miguel Angel. Offside flag raised by the referee's assistant. I think that was a pretty good decision too. Two new players are going to enter the fray here. Well, from this substitution, it would seem they are looking just to defend this lead. Slides a great ball through. Could be a chance here. The shot comes in. That was careless. Almost 75 minutes have gone. Ball given away there. Completely mistimed his tackle there. Gives away a free kick. The yellow card is out here. Booking for him, and he'll need to... Be careful now for the rest of the game. This is their last committed substitution here. Probably bringing him off in protection, as of course he's already been booked in this game. A lovely ball through. What a free kick in a promising area. Can they make it count? It won't be easy from here. Could be curling over.
He did have several other options on there, but I don't think his teammates will worry too much about him having a go.
Marcos Assunção. Arrives in the box. The shot. Sergio Gonzalez carries the ball through the middle. He needs to deliver a good ball in. And Marcos Assunção. Miguel Angel. And Marcos Assunção. Miguel Angel. Rivera. Fernando. Traps the ball neatly. Will this be a goal? It's been hacked away. Marcos Assunção. Fernando. Poorly attempted pass. Only 1 minute to be added on.
Oh, that's a great through ball.
Miguel Angel. Marcos Assunção. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. The whistle has gone and the match is over. A brilliant win. The players are ecstatic here, and so of course are the fans. It really was a magnificent performance today. What did you make of their performance today?
Well, I think their overall play was very...
No love lost between these two sides. It should be a cracking contest. It will be interesting to see how they start the match. Oscar Lopez. Matilan. Rivera. They can swing it in from the left wing. Needs to find the target here. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Miguel Angel. Juanito. Miguel Angel. And Vogel. And they've got behind the fullback. Can he find the space? Sturdy defence here. Fernando. Collects the ball nicely. Traps the ball neatly.
A good cross should set something up.
Going for goal. Possession maintained here. Yeah, he was offside there, to the massive relief of the opposition defenders. Lovely control here. Held on to the ball there. Miguel Angel sends it back to him. Here's Vogel. He's on the rampage. Receives it in space. Careless pass picked off. Wonderfully won there. Rivera. To the man in space. Good pass. Goodness me, how important was that interception? Campano. Makokula. That's an angled cross. With his head! Vogel. Miguel Angel. Down the right flank. And he takes the return. 15 minutes to go until the half-time whistle. Slid into space on the flank. And he shoots! And it's gone out off the defender. They play it short. Outstanding interception in his own box. And the keeper decides to come off his line for the ball. Rivera. Ball held on to there. Still on the ball here. Poor pass picked off there. Campano. Gets his head to it. And coming forward, the keeper collects the ball. And Vogel. No goals here in the first half, and it looks like staying that way with half-time approaching. The defender cuts this one out. Stopped him illegally, free kick. Robert. attack came to nothing. One minute is being shown on the board. Oscar Lopez. Keep possession. Matilan. The first 45 minutes is over, and the teams head off towards the dressing rooms here. That's the second half underway. I wonder how the next 45 minutes will compare to the first. They've switched sides for the second half. Fernando. Slip through the gap. Dealt with the threat expertly. Marco Kula. Robert. Miguel Angel. Looking for support now. And Vogel. Brings it under control. Still going, real chance here. Finds a teammate. Can he create something? To the man in space. Will this be a goal? They're moving well down the right-hand side. Miguel Angel. Nice pass. Will there be a goal here? And he fires it. And the defence really dug the keeper out of that one. Throw in. Chance to cross. Dealt with the threat well. We've reached the hour mark. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the right. Well worked to win the ball. He's carried the ball forward. Throw in and a good... position. Will they employ the long throw here? The first of the day for them. I would think his substitution was down to the fact he really didn't create anything today. No chances for his teammates.
All set up by the through ball.
What will he do from here? Campano. Julio Cesar Cáceres. Matilan. He's in the right place to intercept that one. Marco Kula. Wins possession to stop the attack.
That through ball has put the defence on the back foot.
Here's real danger. They're in possession down the right flank. Danger here. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Here's Marcos Assunção. Vogel. Miguel Angel. He dribbles out to the right. They can swing it in from the right wing. The defence somehow manages to keep it out. Blocked out there. Off the defender. There's a chance for a cross here. Marcos Assunção! The keeper has been... kept busy today.
They've had a few decent attempts, but the keeper's been too good today.
Oscar Lopez.
It's a clever move to intercept that ball.
Rivera.
That was all set up by the through ball.
Bad tackle there. Given away a free kick in a dangerous area. There are two men in the wall. A strike.
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. It's still goalless with only 5 minutes to go now. Ball given away. Here's Vogel. Miguel Angel. Ball held on to there. Goal inside here. Gets it. He tries his luck. The referee's whistle ends the game. It ends in a draw here, and other than the lack of a winner, the match itself was a terrific one for the neutrals, with plenty of passion and excitement. So, before we leave the stadium, there's just time for me to say my thanks to Trevor for his analysis this evening.
Oh, it's been a great night, Peter.
And we look forward to seeing you at the next game. Good night. A match that could shape up to be fast and furious. A great one for the neutrals. Let's see what kind of match these two teams can produce. Vogel. And Vogel. And he wants it back. They're moving well down the left-hand side. In the box. That is sloppy play. Romero. And Vogel. Here's Vogel. And Marcos Assunção. Vogel. Defensive lapse there. Ball stolen. Now it's a goal kick. Cruciaga. Punyal. Cuellar. Went in and won the ball too. Threads it through the middle. Headed towards goal.
Well, he didn't catch it, but he did make it safe by punching it out of play.
It's into the middle. "15 minutes have passed. Could be a chance here. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. Romeo, Vebo, Valdo, Punyao, Cruciaga, Corrales. Odencourt. The right-hand channel is an option. Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there.
Plenty of options for a cross.
Manito. Marcos Assunção. Crossing opportunity. Stop the attack dead then. They're moving well down the right-hand side. Sturdy defence here. Down the middle. 30 minutes on the clock in the first half. Can he keep it going? Possession lost there. Cut out well.
Oh, a marvellous through pass.
He punched the ball for safety. A quick reaction from the keeper there to punch it out. Corner. That'll be another corner. It's sailing across the face of goal.
Oh, he got under that one. Never threatened the goal.
Juanito. Melli. Down the right-hand channel. Nice through ball. What a free kick here. Could be dangerous. He could be in trouble here. The ref has a word with him, but it's only a warning. I think he needs to be careful, though, with his tackling from now on. They look unbeatable. Impressive defending. Corrales. Punyao. 5 minutes to go to half-time, and the way this is shaping up, I don't think we're going to see a goal before then.
A good cross should set something up.
Can he create something here? A tight decision there, but I think the right one. Lino got that one absolutely spot on. Melli. 2 more minutes is being shown on the board. He's on the rampage. And Vogel. Downey. Good running on the ball. They're in possession down the left wing. Will this be a goal? Gives it a go. Put it in. They score the first goal. In first half injury time. The goal came from the forward. It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
Right,
They really have deserved this, haven't they, Trevor?
Yes, they have. You can see it.
The referee blows his whistle. It's the end of the first half. And the two managers will have a lot to say to their teams, I would think. So how would you describe the game so far, Trevor?
Well, it's not been a classic, but I've seen a lot worse.
1-0 the score. I think we may see that change in the second half. We start the second half. The managers have had their say during the break. Let's see how the players respond. The sides have been changed for the second half. Chance to cross. Here's Vogel. Slid into space on the flank. Well cleared. Looking for support now. He continues his run down the right. And he hits it.
Well, the keeper there deciding best option is to punch it clear, but it's a corner.
It's into the middle. Not a bad effort there, but not accurate enough to be threatening. A fantastic opportunity to bring the game level there, Trevor.
Yes, they'll be choked about that.
He's on the rampage. Odencourt.
Well, the through ball was not good enough. The danger's gone.
A mistimed lunge gives away a free kick.
Well, that's the kind of thing referees have been told to clamp down on.
Romeo. Dealt with that threat well. Downey. Here's Vogel. Odencourt. They're making good progress down the right side. Will he hit the target? He had to get there and he did. And the ball goes into touch deep in opposition territory. Trouble for the defence from the left. What will he do from here? Nicely won there. The attack came to nothing. Good clearance. Bunyao. Zabel. They can swing it in from the left wing. They're still on the attack here. Can they keep defending like that? And Vogel. Here's Marcos Assunção. Melli. Odencourt. Excellent defending there. Valdo. Pushing further forward. Held on to the ball there. That is sloppy play. Vogel. The defender was quick to see this one. Win possession here. Well read. Approaching the last 15 minutes of the game. Bunyao. Wonderful defending there. Marcos Assunção. Rivas. Romero. Valdo. That lacks accuracy. Vogel. A really important interception there. The manager will make two changes here. And I think this is a substitution that shows the manager's intentions. He wants to hold on to what they have. Soldado slices open the defence. And Vogel. Here's Marcos Assunção. Odonkor. He's gone for goal. It had some power, but not the accuracy.
You know, Peter, I wonder whether if the shot was on target, the goalkeeper actually would have got to it. I don't think so.
The final whistle is approaching, and there's only one goal in it here. Won the ball well. Here's Vogel. There's not a lot of support. Odonkor. Really stopped in his tracks there. There'll be one extra minute for stoppages. That was careless. Read that well. Dealt with that threat well. Caught in defence. Real chance here. No, it's been intercepted. The referee ends the game here. They've done it. A wonderful victory here for their fans and the manager, all of them ecstatic with the way that the team have played today.
Thank you.